Hello everybody, this is the Bulldozer, and thank you for giving me your time, and thank you for watching another one of my videos. Real quick announcement here. If you are not using your supported creator option in your Fortnite account, please consider using Tabor Time. This has nothing to do with me. This is not nothing he's asked anybody to do. This is something I want to do. All the money he collects by somebody using his code goes to help his daughter. He's trying to get his daughter back to Walt Disney World. She was given a Make-A-Wish years ago, but she was so small she wasn't able to take part in hardly anything there. She has a medical condition, and if you go to the video in the description down below, you'll see Tabor Time's name, you'll see the link to his channel, and you'll see the link to a video he put up not too long ago that says, "My daughter's having another surgery." You'll find all the information you'll need to know. Again, consider using Tabor Time as your supported creator, and he'll be really thankful. And if you're not using it, why not if you're purchasing stuff in the store, because it doesn't cost you anything. Hello everybody, and here we go. We are going to cover the forged campfires and every one of their locations. Here's a map I put together. Now you'll see a 5 and a 6 on this map. Instead of me sticking, 6 little markers in this small area and have them overlapping each other, and 5 markers in that area have them overlapping each other, I just did 1 marker and put a 5 there because there are 5 campfires located at that one location, and over at Lonely Lodge there is 6 campfires located there. Now here we're getting ready to have the challenges come out for week 10. It's hard to believe the season's almost over with, but week 10. It's hard to believe that this season 7 is almost over with. But we're going to go into week 10, and everybody is wanting to get stage 3's key, and these campfires are going to play a big role in that. So what I'm going to do in this video, instead of you just showing you the locations, I'm going to take you to each and every location. And folks, I've put a lot of time into this video because some of these locations in Welling Woods, in what I call the Viking ship, and in Lonely Lodge, I've taken and removed every tree, opened up the entire land so you can see exactly what we're working with. So let's go ahead and get started. First campfire will be in Lucky Landing, and it is, if you're looking at the map, as you can see right there, the mini map, it's the lower left hand corner behind Lucky Landing. Now I'll light every one of these fires. I will also take and show you the mini map, and I'll flash that white and blue icon on the screen, the marker, so you can see exactly where my pointer is on the mini-map. Now we're going to go ahead and move on to our next one, and this one is going to be located to the right of Happy Hamlet. You can see right there's the marker, again to the right of Happy Hamlet. Now this will be a long video because I'm showing you every one of these, and I think at the time I'm putting this video together I have around 40, if not more than 40 campfires. So yeah, this is going to be a long video, but again you'll know exactly where every one of these are, not just by looking at a map. I'm going to show you each one of the physical locations. Again, this one's to the left of Happy Hamlet, and I'll also light every one of these fires too, and mainly the reason for it is so you know it's one you can interact with. As I'm searching the map, if I come across another fire pit, I'll know if it's already been lit. I haven't recorded it. Here's the one that is right above the second point closest to Frosty Flights. It's on a hillside, and you notice there's a plane right there. So that's how you can tell where this one here is located at. And these tents play a big part, because wherever you see these tents at, most likely there's going to be a campfire there. So keep that in mind. This one here is located at what I call the Nutcracker House. It's right outside the front door. We'll take and light this one, and you can see up there towards the top of your screen the white and blue marker flashing. That's where that one is located at. That's as far as as I can zoom that map. That's mainly the reason why I decided to use that blue and white marker flash, especially in the snow part of the map. It's kind of hard to see that white marker and the pointer. we'll go ahead and move on to our next one. It's going to be by the frozen lake. And if you're at the frozen lake, it's the top left-hand corner of the frozen lake, closest to the Viking ship. At least that's what I call it. I don't know the exact name of it because it's one of the unnamed sections, so I just call it a Viking ship. So now here's what I was talking about. This is the overhead of the Viking ship, and there's 5 campfires here. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I'm going to remove everything that you see here so you can see where it is, because you can see a couple of these campfires. You can see the one there to the right hand side of your screen, like halfway up where the 2 tents are. You can see that one there. And this is the reason why this video took so long to put together, because this is the first of 3 areas where I take and remove everything, every structure, every tree, so it's just a flat land, and I'll put a wooden circle around each one of the campfires so they stand out. That way you got an idea on what it looks like overhead and as you're coming in on your glider, and you can also have an idea of what it looks like if everything's not there, and it'll help you know exactly where to go. But again, I will put a wooden circle around each one of the campfires so they stand out. As you can see right here, here is the wooden circle with everything gone now, and you can clearly see the 5 campfires. I think I said 4 earlier. It's 5 campfires. You got the 4 around the ship, and you got the one on the hillside. So these are all located in one area. You know, so if you need to do multiple campfires, this is a great location to go to. Let's go ahead and I'll show you me lighting each and every one of these campfires. This is the campfire on the hill I was talking about. Right hand side of the map, you can see the blue and white marker right there. This is the campfire is located, I think the one closest to the hill location. Yeah, you can see it right there. So that's our second one. This is the one that's got 5 buckets turned around upside down on it. I don't know if that means anything or not. It could just be seats, but you can see it right there. So now we have one more outside, and we have one more inside of a building. This one's located on the other side of the Viking ship. You can see the white and blue marker right there. And we're going to go ahead and move inside. And inside there's another one. I'm going to light it, and you can see it right there. So there's all 5 of those campfires that you saw with the wooden rings around it, in each and every one of those locations. This campfire is located in Snobby Shores. It's the, again, if you're looking at the bottom of the map, it's the top house, the very last house when you get as you're going towards Haunted Hills. Okay, this campfire is located inside the castle, the haunted castle that's been all blown up. It was added, beautiful structure, and all of a sudden it got blown up. And we'll go ahead and we are going to move on to the little house that is where you found one of the known pieces located at. It's close to Paradise Palms, not Paradise Palms, Pleasant Park, not Paradise Palms, Pleasant Park. What am I thinking? There's campfires in Paradise Palms, but we're not there yet. So this is outside that small house. This is the house that is behind the motel. You can see right there the blue and white marker. Now our next house is where the metal structure is in Lazy Links. It's right there along the edge of the map. And if you don't know about this, it's been in the map now for a couple of seasons. You can sometimes get up to 3 chests at this location. This is a very good place to go when you're first landing. Now we're moving on to Lonely Lodge, and you can really see the reason why I decided to take the time and go and remove all the trees, because there is 2 campfires here, and you can see one of them, but I think the other one's kind of hidden. But the next 4 campfires is, unless you know exactly where they are, you are not going to be able to find them from the air. So again, that's where all this comes into play. I'm going in, I'm removing every tree off the map to open all this up so you can see exactly where they're at. Let's take a look at this same picture with all the trees gone. There's the same picture with all the trees gone, and you can clearly see now where the 2 campfires are located at. You got one on the backhand side of the house, and you got one to the right of the RV to the top left hand corner of the house, right by a shed. Now that's 2 in this location. There is 6 campfires in total in this location. Let's go ahead and show you these 2, then I'll show you the next 4's picture. This is the one on the back side of the house. There's the marker. Now here's the one in front of the shed. Again, this is to the right of the RV. Now let's take a look at the other 4. And if the first picture didn't really explain to you on how hard these things are covered, take a look at this picture, folks. You're coming in from the air, unless you know exactly where these campfires are located at, you cannot see them. You might be able to see a couple of them depending on where your angle is, but most of these you're not going to be able to see. And there's 4 campfires located under those trees. Now here is all the trees gone, and you can see the 4 locations of these campfires. So again, you know, by me removing all the trees and everything, it really helps out. And again, it took a lot of time to put this video together, so that's the reason why, you know, it took me a while to get this video out, but I want to get this video out before the challenges came out. So let's go ahead and start lighting these campfires. Go ahead and light our first fire here. Now, putting this video together, I actually realized that I missed one of these, and that's how hard these things are to spot. I totally forgot about the location of this one. On your screen now, you see the tent. That's the campfire that I just lit. Okay, so I'm going to show you exactly where this next one is as opposed to that one there. And you'll see, you know, why this thing is so hard to see. You have to almost know it's there to go light it. So this thing is underneath the tree, tucked away in this corner, and you cannot see it from the air at all because the tree covers it up. Now, I forgot to do the blue and white marker there, but you can see, oh, there you go. But yeah, it just goes to show you, I didn't realize that until I was putting this video together, that I actually had missed that one, because the other one's to the right of the first one. So stuff like this is the reason why I put these lengthy videos together, to show you exactly where all these campfires are located at. Go ahead and move on to the next one. This is our 3rd one in this area. 5th in total. And we got one more. So now there is all 6 of the campfires. Now we're going to move on to Wailing Woods, and there's 4 located here, basically at each one of the houses. Okay, here's this area with the trees all gone. So you can see that the top 3 houses and the middle area that takes you down underground. I blew all that out as well, so you can really see how it opens everything up. I'm going to do all 3 of these houses in a counterclockwise formation, starting with the house on the right hand side. So let's go ahead and get started. Here is the campfire that is located by the garage. I think it's a garage, it might be a shed. I think it's a garage. Next one's at the top of the area. I think this might be outside the front door if I'm not mistaken. And here is another one on the left hand side of the map, located just outside of the house. So that's the Wailing Woods area. Now we're going to move on to the desert, and this is over by Paradise Palms. The upper right hand corner of Paradise Palms, you can see right there. Now we're moving over to behind Paradise Palms, where the little farm is, and there's some quad cruisers and zip line. This one is behind the dinosaurs. There, it's along the road. Just go straight back behind those, and you'll find that. Goose Eggs was also in that area not too long ago. Now we're on top of the hill where the RV is. There's a couple zip lines that'll take you up here also. Now we're down by the Oasis. It's by the truck stop. And this is one of the two Oasis locations. Here's the second one. And this one's closer towards the bridge. Now we're on top of the hill where that house sits at. There's a basketball court and stuff. A lot of people like to go up there. There's an ice cream truck that sits up there. And this one's going to be in the Shifty Shafts. On the bottom side of Shifty Shafts, there's one at the top side, which will be our next one. And this one's at the top side of Shifty Shafts. And this one's on one of those landings there next to Dusty Divot. It's a real high structure that it's got 2 or 3 zip lines on it. This one's located on the other side of the hill there, where there's an outpost and there's a little house there that's blown out. And this one's located at Loot Lake on the right hand side. There's 2 located at Loot Lake. This is the first one. Right here is the second one. So we have 2 campfires at Luke Lake. This next one sits up on a hill right by these 2 sheds, and it's close to Tomato Temple. So the 2 sheds is what you're going to want to look for. And you see Tomato Temple there towards the top of the map. Now we're in Tomato Temple by the house. And there's one located right there. Well, there you go, folks. There is over 40 different campfire locations and footage, video footage showing you each and every location. And there could be more. I'm not saying this is all of them. There could be a lot more. You saw how that one was hidden, and you know, I was right next to it and just totally forgot to get it. I knew it was there, just totally forgot to get it, but it was because it was, you know, it was down in that little dip and a tree was covering it up. So again, you know, there could be more of these. I'm not saying this is all of them, not by far. There definitely could be more, and when Week 9 challenges come out, we could even see more campfire locations. It's really hard to tell. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me your time. This is the Bulldozer. If you found this video helpful, please smash that like button. I'd appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel for more content. And if you subscribe, hit that notifications bell. Again, this is the Bulldozer. Thank you for your time. Get your killing on. And I'm out of here.